afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. Each day, Rapid City's 23 schools serve around 6,000 lunches. Right now, the district is dealing with $50,000 in school lunch debt.
And that's even after the independent insurance agents of Rapid City donated $25,000. Now the Rapid City Public School Foundation is launching a fundraising campaign to make sure every student is fed and ready to learn.
There is a deficit in student lunch for RCIS, but they are committed to making sure that every student receives a lunch every day.
Coming up on KELOLAND News at 5, Tyler Louder talks with the School Foundation about how you can take part in the fundraiser and the importance of making sure every student has access to healthy food. Feeding South Dakota has seen an uptick in families using its mobile food distributions. You can help the charity by enjoying a meal in downtown Sioux Falls tomorrow. Sanaa's Gourmet Mediterranean is holding its annual Feeding South Dakota fundraiser. The buffet is tomorrow from 11 to 2. We'll talk with a customer looking forward to the lunch on KELOLAND News at 6.
Well, just before the harvest season, a western Iowa family lost a loved one and needed help bringing in their crops. On September 3rd, Rick Moore died of cancer. His wife and stepson have full-time jobs and had to figure out how they were going to manage harvesting the crops. They reached out to Farm Rescue, a nonprofit that helps families who are facing difficult times by harvesting their crops for free.
I'm just blessed and thankful, and I cannot thank them enough. The volunteers taking their time out away from their family to help a stranger is just, they're the true heroes.
Farm Rescue expects to complete the harvest by today. The organization doesn't require the families to pay anything and has helped more than 1,000 families since 2005.
Well, today would be a nice day to be out in the field.
Yeah, not bad. Got a little sunshine out there and not as windy anymore. Megan?
Yeah, we like that.
The wind is gone, Don and Kelly, but we are a little bit on the chilly side. We do have a warm up as we head through your Veterans Day weekend, though. Right now, some clouds working their way through Sioux Falls at 40 degrees, which is a few degrees below normal. Northeast winds at 5 miles an hour. As we head around the region, we have sunshine in Rapid City at 46, a southeast wind at 8. Here is a look at our current temperatures. The warmest spot in south central and southwestern South Dakota due to this southerly breeze bringing in warmer air. We have 47 right now in Winter, 41 in Huron, 43 in Mobridge, and 45 degrees in Custer. We have those light winds right now at 5 to 15 miles an hour. The winds are going to stay light as we head through tonight, into the day tomorrow, and even on Sunday. We also have a few clouds working their way through the area. Nothing is coming out of these clouds right now, and we are expecting the 7-day forecast to stay dry as well. So for tonight, partly cloudy skies, those light winds, 31 in Sioux Falls, 25 in Aberdeen, 27 in Pierre, and 25 in Rapid City. We'll keep the winds light as we head through tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. Southeastern KELOLAND could see a stronger breeze out of the south, bringing in that warmer air, though. 54 the high for Sioux Falls, 49 in Aberdeen, 50 in Pierre, and 51 in Rapid City. That brings the temperatures back to near normal, if not slightly above normal. Then we'll add a few more degrees onto Sunday with a west breeze, sunshine, 59 in Sioux Falls, 60 in Aberdeen, 61 in Pierre, and 60 in Rapid City. And we'll keep those 60s around through the first half of next week, but we do have a cool down on the way by next weekend and into Thanksgiving. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. The Iowa Utilities Board is now considering the future of Summit Carbon Solutions in the state.
The board just wrapped up 83 days of hearings. More than 70 landowners gathered outside the hearing venue to voice their opposition to the carbon capture pipeline. Before the Iowa Utilities Board delivers its decisions, parties have to file post-hearing briefs, which could take 11 weeks.
And there is no timeline saying when the board will issue its final ruling. The South Dakota Public Utilities Commission already denied the permit application for Summit Carbon Solutions. The company says, though, it would reapply. Well, over the last few weeks, Minnesota has asked residents to send in designs for a new state flag.
Now, officials have released all 2,100 submissions vying to be the new state flag. Quinn Gorham with our CBS affiliate in North Dakota and Minnesota explains the process.
It's very busy. Have you ever looked at that seal and what's on it? You're like, whoa, what isn't on this seal, right?
If you ask Anita Gall, the vice chair of the State Emblem Redesign Commission, the current state flag could use some improving. Thankfully, a month-long public submission period for a new flag, which also extended to a new state seal, yielded more than 2,100 free-flying candidates.
I think a lot of us felt like, oh yeah, we're going to get maybe 1,000, maybe 1,200, but to have, nearly 2,200 flag submissions, I think this exceeded even our most wild expectations.
There are certainly some interesting picks in the bunch. The goal was to capture the state of Minnesota in a way that reaches everyone in the state, according to Secretary of State Steve Simon.
Because these symbols are meant to represent all of us. The very reason we're here, the reason we're doing this and picking a new state flag and a new state seal is the legislature made a determination that the existing state flag and seal weren't as unifying or cohesive as they could or should be.
Out of thousands to choose from, it appears one will be the winner.
I'm really, really impressed with the submissions that we got. I can say for sure that there is a flag in that pile of submissions.
But there's a long way to go before the finalist is chosen. A team of 13 people will first pick 25 of their favorite designs each. They'll then come together to further narrow things down.
And from there, we choose from that pool of semifinalists, basically our top 5. We have to hammer out that day the top 5 seal finalists and the top 5 flag finalists.
All of that has a deadline, according to the legislature, of January 1st. Reporting in St. Paul, I'm Quinn Gorham.
Well, our producer, Krista, she grew up in Minnesota. She looked through the submissions and saw a lot of loons, snow, and North Stars, along with blue, green, and yellow color schemes. And there are also a few references to duck, duck, gray duck.
I thought I also saw a pan of hot dish on one of the flags.
I was thinking it was chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it could be tater tot hot dish. I don't know.
It could be. Pretty bizarre stuff, but we'll wait and see.
Well, public comment is not only welcome, but encouraged. Once the final 5 are unveiled, the commission will pick a winner based on public opinion.